Do you say yes in place of no, just to avoid conflict and to please people? Are you one of those that saying no when you're supposed to say yes, when you're supposed to say no, is like a very hard rock to crack? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about why you should say no when you're supposed to say no. And I'm going to share my own experience with you. Then from my experience, you'll be able to pick up the strategies to say no politely without getting anyone hurt and not hurting yourself at the end of the day. We live in a world where people want us to help them, where people remember us whenever they need us. We live in a place where people always value what they can get from us, and they cannot even contribute to our own lives, majority of them. And people have found it so difficult to say no. A lot of people have found it so difficult to say no to people because of the fear of, oh, I don't want them to get offended. I don't want to cause problem. I don't want them to see me as a bad person. And sometimes you end up hurting your own self. This is my own story, my true life story. Some years back, I found it so hard to say no to people. Even when I don't have what they were asking me of, I will not say no. I will always make a promise, and I'll begin to stretch myself. I'll begin to have sleepless nights. I'll begin to be so uncomfortable. I'll begin to run, trying to figure how I am going to fulfill the years I have said. And this made me to find myself in so many fixes. I was so angry with myself. I was so unhappy. I was so moody because I was always trying to fulfill what I've promised. That thing continued and continued and continued. And I won't be able to find a way to go and tell them no. At the end of the day, I find myself draining my own self in order to make people happy. A point came that my husband told me that it's better for you to start saying no when you know it is not comfortable for you to say yes. If you know something you cannot do, do not accept that you will do it. Do not say yes and begin to labor and begin to struggle in order to fulfill your yes. When you know it's not possible for you, just say no and let that no be your no. Anyhow they want to interpret it, let it be that you have said no so that the burden will not be on your shoulder. From that moment, I began. So what I did is this: when someone calls me, if someone calls me for something, as that person is talking, I'll begin to think, this person is telling me now, where is it going to end? When they start their story, I will be able to know the end of that story. In my mind, I said, this person is saying, will I be able to afford it? Will I be able to do it? So I will not waste time. I will allow the person to finish, and I will say, oh, it's quite unfortunate. So unfortunate. I would have loved to help, but right now, my hands are tied. Please, you can find some other person or try another means. I would have loved to, but I can't help at this point. I'm so sorry. Simple. And immediately I say it, I'll have this peace of mind. Another strategy I use is when maybe they are asking for financial help or something. If it's financial help, I'll say, okay. If they tell me the amount they're looking for, I'll tell them, oh, I cannot afford this amount. I don't have it now. Sometimes they will come for you to lend them. I'll tell them, number one, I don't lend money to people. I don't lend money to people. I don't. Then if they say the amount, I say, okay, number one, this is what I have to support you. That thing I know I can comfortably give them. That is what I will give. That one I will give. And I know it will not affect my own plan and my own budget. I'll give it to them. So sometimes you need to say no to people for you to know actually who they are, because it is time for you to wake up and begin to say no when you really need to say the no, so that you will be able to know actually these people around you, who they are and what they really want from you. If this video has inspired you, subscribe. Like this video, because by liking this video, you're helping YouTube to push this video to a larger audience. Also drop your comments. Let me know. Click on the bell icon so that you will get notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you.